power. Switch money. Oh man, we gotta check this out. Just touched down. Yep. Here we go. All the haters thought it just saw me. Wait a minute. Let me brush your beat. Y'all talk about all the millions. Let me check a bank account, homie. Yeah, I made $1 billion. But walk is me to catch my vision. A different path, I'm on a mission. Yeah, media talking vision. For others trying to take my position. Status quo, you stay the same. Stay my lane, but I changed the game. That's true. In the truth, you should be saying my name. But without me, you wouldn't be playing the thing. Most of y'all wanted to see me stumble. Behind my backyard, I hear the grumble. Now that the sun came out and the rain clouds gone, now y'all wanna sing my song? It can't get me brought to your misery. Now you wanna rewrite my history. Now with the 1-2 switch, you afraid of my hits? Now I got the industry unlit. Check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Now you're on my hit list and 10 years back in business. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. So why don't you mind your business? The industry is gonna talk about is my hit list.
What up, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Duo. And we are back with a mic check. A mic check. Because we got to talk about something. We got to talk about some news. Not news. Let's not say that. Not news. But let's talk about something that I've been doing these videos for. Again, thank everybody for joining in. Sorry I was a little bit late. I was making sure I was correct on certain things because I want to make sure when I prove something, I prove it. So, literally, I have a sheets of paper here to be reading off some stuff because I wanted to write it down to prove my point. Now, we're gonna be talking about a video from and I don't have some people I do have ill will. Angry Joe, Dreamcast guy, because what he said and stuff like that. But most of the people I don't have ill will to. And again, I always ask if they want to prove something for me, if they want to have a conversation, I have no problem having a conversation about it, because it needs to be, I want to give them a fair shot of what they're saying. Now, a lot of people always say that, history, we should learn from history. The problem with human beings, and this is in general, we change history or we see history a certain way to fit our views to justify what we are talking about. Now, I hope everybody will understand. I try my best not to do that. I'm not saying I'm not. Again, I would say I was unhypocritical. Hell, the Street of Rage video you did, I was being hypocritical there, telling the guys who did Street Sega and all the studios trying to do the Street of Rage thing to not mess with how should I say this? To not listen to a lot of major YouTubers or whatever. And even though I gave off my list, and I basically showed and also promoted Game Idea. I think he's in the chat. I'm not even in the chat. I see a lot of people coming in, but and promote his video and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I want to, there's a little bit between fans and whatever, and I want to do that video too. Again, I did it already with the at the ending, and I think the best thing maybe is to cut off that piece of that video. Maybe that'll be more better to talk about the fans and we need to between fans and listening, and also for the developers or the creators to have their own ideas to flourish. But that's for another story itself. Now, going into this, I want to say this. I have no ill will to Rob of Rule to Review. None. Just like I said, but he does basically push the whole the whole thing of Nintendo, of not Nintendo, actually, the gamers. No, he made a milestone, and I congratulate him on making 10,000 subscribers. That's awesome. I wish you the best, man. I have no ill will to you, but we have to. But you get to a certain level. And I have videos. I have people in my comment section who are cool with me. Thank you. Who said that, yo, I wish you had more views, subscribers, and stuff like that. I'm cool. I'm doing this for fun. It's a hobby. It's not really nothing per se of, I need it to be. This is not making money. This is not no corporation. And do is not a corporation because, like, in the same video with Rob to review. It's hard to say it because it kind of don't rule of to review. It's weird, but he, have the whole thing about it's copyrighted by him. Yeah, dude, it's public. Again, I always said again, it's public domain. Sorry, you ain't went to you ain't a corporation. You ain't went to the Congress office to copyright it. So I know it's the public domain. We need to get that straightened out. But I said again, I have no ill will to the man. I asked him a couple times because he's a Metroid fan, and I'm a Metroid fan, but never had a response, and I never went to him negative or whatever. Because people could know how I am, but still, I will. Like I said, I calls out like it calls out. Nothing bad about that. So we're gonna talk about his video. He has a video that he just released on his channel called "Is Microsoft Treating the Xbox One like Nintendo did with the Wii U?" Now, he has some how should I say? He has some points. And again, I'm not gonna talk as I talked to Triple M about this. I said before, you can have opinions and you can have preferences. I will never argue preferences. I've said that and I always will. Never argue preferences. But if your opinions are based on lies and not facts, well, sorry, I got to point them out. I just, I got to. So we're gonna go with his argument. So let me just welcome everybody into the chat because I'm still preparing some stuff up here. So we got to see the Lazy One. What's up, Lazy One? This is gonna be a good while video, so people. So if you need to leave, catch the replay because his video is long. So I'm gonna chop it up. So I'm just letting you know right now off the top. What up, Game Idea? 8 Balls Sim 1970. Long time no see, man. Hope everything is good with you. Let's see how else we have on turn 83. Dang, I missed it. Nah, you ain't missed it. You're in time. Let me see. Just started, Terrell. You okay? Good. Cool. Let's do this. All right. I do agree though that your videos need more views. Thank you, Game Idea. I think the same thing for you too, because you got some great ideas. Crazy in some places, but still, it's ideas, and that's why you're the only person on YouTube that has the great ideas, man. GVG on you, great gaming ideas that never been used. Again, as soon as I got the daggone name on you, change it. But I've said that to you personally, so I ain't gotta worry about this. Oh, but we're gonna get into this right here. It's gonna be a long video, like I said, no problem. Sorry. To my arrogance. Okay. All right. So let's get down and dirty into this long video. Let's get down. Okay, it's a video. So let me put it on the screen. Let me set up the so we have a visual of it. Of course, I'm playing it through here. So let me make sure I put it in theater mode so we get the best of it. All right. Now again. To me, and this is not it'll sound like a derogative, but it's really not to a degree. I'll be honest about it. He prided himself on looking at certain things and being objective, mostly subjective, and also, but his opinions mirrors most of every average gamer, even though they try to say like the OJ. Like everybody, like Loja, like the Spawn Wave, like all those guys, they mirror. So me being me, like people like me, Game Idea, like we stay to who we are, it's not going to give us a lot of views and a lot of not a lot of subscribers. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a small subscriber count. At least I can keep in contact with you guys and we can keep up with stuff. But it does show that you have to go a certain way to do things. Because again, I've done video on Spywave, proved them wrong. I've done proven wrong in some cases. Nintendo Prime, you know that. Dreamcast guy, RG85, playing since, and playing since Terrell. Like the list goes on of people that the answer's right there. But Rob procures himself that he knows stuff, and I gotta give it to him. Some stuff he does, I agree with some of his videos. Not all. He's not a bad person in per se, but because of the knowledge that these guys pursue, and you get so much people watching them, and they just feel they just snuggle into their comforters and listen and just gobble up all the chicken soup some of these guys give. It's kind of unsettling, really it is. And I'll be honest, I have commented in this section, and he has not said nothing to me negative, like I said again. So nothing against Rob. His subscribers though, even though some of my comments have been sublime simple. Nothing argumentative, not arguing whatever. The last video I commented, it was the video where I said, when he asked if the Switch is starting off the 9th gen because you don't have power or is a PlayStation 5. And I said, yeah, the 9th gen started with the Nintendo Switch. New games, new format. And some people started saying, well, they're playing ports. Okay, still in a new format. And then just went calling names. And I was like, you know what? I can't. And that's not Rob's problem, just the people who just go around to general videos and just do that, which is stupid. So I can't blame him for that. But just like how with PlayStation was going with Casanova, and the toxicity is that, and I hope none of that goes in my whatever. I try my best to do that, but again, that's not reflecting on Rob. So let's get into the video and just talk about this. Rob drinks the juice. Okay, you guys. Night Wolf and Winston 20, y'all joining in. Thank you. Melman, of course, you're here. So again, let's start the story. Let's start the video. So let me get it straight. Give me a second there. It was right there. There you go. Hopefully it doesn't play no daggone commercials, but we'll see. Let me just make sure where we at.
Guys, thank you so much for being a fan of me and supporting me and subscribing and dealing with some of the maybe not so great things that I've gone through over the last year or so, but mostly just loving the content, I guess, and loving me and wanting to talk about what I'm talking about. Uzi, I'll be really curious as to your guys' reactions and your thoughts and input onto this topic.
Okay, and we're going to do it.
It's an idea that I sort of brought up.
And we're going to get into this topic.
In a video probably like a year and a half ago. I think way before even this.
Dang it. So I apologize. I got a new case for my phone and it's getting hard to press the certain buttons. I'm so sorry.
The Switch launched, if I'm remembering right. But I wanted to revisit it and kind of take it in a different direction. And overall, we're talking about, like I said in the intro, Microsoft and the Xbox. And I don't spend a lot of time talking about the Xbox specifically on this channel, even though I absolutely love it. I mean, the library is suffering, but I think the console is great. I love the controller, and, I want it to be successful. And so what I wanted to talk about is kind of the trajectory that Microsoft is taking the Xbox One brand currently, because I think that I am seeing the tides change. I think a lot of us might be kind of witnessing the beginnings, I should say, of a huge shift for Microsoft and the way they're treating the Xbox brand. And also what I think they might be doing specifically with the Xbox One, which is, a family of consoles, basically the Xbox One family, which is the original One, the One S, and now the One X, which was supposed to make this huge splash last year. And as a lot of us know, it really didn't. I mean, as far as I understand, it's actually very quality. I don't think that the quality of the One X is poor. I just know that it hasn't made a big impact. It hasn't changed the face or the success of.
I'll let it go a little bit. I'll stop it there to say something. Yes, it has. Microsoft themselves calls it out that in the IR page report. But I will say this too, that I hope I'm wrong. I hope Rob, you are right, and I am wrong when it comes to this, that the Xbox is changing a lot of stuff. I don't see the game, the thing they're doing with the Scarlet, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right, because at the end, then at the end of the video, because I did this is one of those videos I did listen all the way through because I want to get my points straight. I had to do my research again, so I did it. And the sad part about it, half the research that I'm gonna tell you guys is something that you could just put in simple Google search. You ain't gotta go deep. Now, some you have to, which is with my knowledge, but still, I'll talk about that when it comes to it. But at the end, he did said, I want Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to help flourish the system. And you've heard me say that many times. That's why I say it at the end of my talk, every time I end a video, enjoy on every console and PC. I want all of them to flourish. Okay, so nothing negative towards that. So I hope he's right in that regard. So let's go with what he's saying. So.
Of the Xbox One, PS4 is an unstoppable beast. Switch has had all the momentum and is continually gaining ground on the Xbox, and will, like, no doubt eventually surpass it. And so, while that's great for Nintendo and the Switch, and it makes me happy as a huge Nintendo fan, it makes me wonder why Microsoft has been seeing such a downward trajectory for so many years in a row with the Xbox One. Again, a console that I think is a really well-made machine. I love the way it runs. I like the operating system. Like I said, my favorite controller on the market, hands down. Even over the Switch's Pro controller, I love the controller. But they've just been suffering. They've been essentially bleeding success the last 2 years, maybe even 3 years.
They've been bleeding since 2001, per se. The 360 came up, tried to do good, and then the Red Ring of Death basically destroyed most of that momentum. But again, just correcting pieces and bits here, because again, he's gonna get into revisionist history where he changed a lot of stuff, and again, I will see how that works out.
And in some ways, it might be kind of baffling and confusing, but in other ways, a lot of us might understand why. I mean, it's kind of transparent when you see what's been happening with the Xbox One. The biggest thing, easily without a doubt, the number one thing we all know is exclusive games. Microsoft and the Xbox One has been suffering when it comes to content. Video games, the actual things you buy one of these machines for, it's not just to say you have it. It's not just for Netflix and Hulu and YouTube. It's for video games. And, you know, out of the gate, it was pretty strong because it was pretty much on par with the PS4. And the games weren't necessarily running as well, but it was getting all of the same games the PS4 was. And for a while, Sony didn't have a lot of exclusives either. And this was when the Wii U was still kind of new, and this was way before the Switch. And so the Xbox One was doing fine compared to its direct competition at that time. But as the years went on, suddenly Sony started to get better and better exclusives, and we started to really see what the PlayStation 4 was capable of. The extra power under the hood was making a big difference. All these third-party games were having much better performance than the Xbox One counterparts, and Microsoft was only able to eke out a couple of notable exclusives in the first couple of years. And to be fair, one of them was a Gears of War remaster, which is great, but an old game. The other was the Master Chief Collection, also great, but also old games. Then there was Halo.
Master Chief Collection, also released, was broken, and of course, you didn't bring up Scalebound. Of course not. Oh, right, of course. If you're gonna do that, do the right way. But okay.
5, which I really enjoy, but let's be real, it is far from the best Halo, and it did not light the Halo fanship on fire. I mean, it really is a damn good game. Let me tell you guys, I'm not dogging Halo 5 as a game, but as far as its success and the way it was received in the community, not so hot. Gears of War 4 is, I think, both a better game and was better received, and I know that both Halo 5 and Gears of War 4 sold okay, but I don't think either of them did exactly what Microsoft hoped they would and wanted them to. I know that, you know, you get the occasional Forza game mixed in there somewhere, and I have to just ultimately state I don't really know or follow those games, so I can't say too much about them, but I know that they're pretty good and people like them and buy them a lot, so I'm sure Forza has also been helping them. But that means that they've basically been relying on 3 franchises, Halo, Gears of War, and Forza. And I think that Halo and Gears of War should be mammoth, like system-moving kind of series, But these last iterations, as much as I like them, like they said, they really haven't been able to do that. And through the releases of these games and their inability to move more units, and the fact that continually we haven't seen new pushes from Microsoft to get quality exclusive stuff, we then have seen the PlayStation 4, like I said, continue to thrive. And obviously the problem was only exacerbated when Nintendo moved on from the Wii U and then onto the Switch, and the Switch has been, like I said, an unstoppable machine in itself and has had all the momentum.
Okay.
And that has all changed the fortunes of the Xbox.
Okay.
And to Microsoft's credit, they tried a couple of things that I do appreciate, even though they didn't really work out.
Which is?
One is they've been trying to get more Japanese support, Japanese developer support. So they got Final Fantasy 15 and made a big push with that on the system. I think that's great. They're getting Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think that's really great. And a couple of other games like Code Vein and Dark Souls, you know, really high-profile, well-known Japanese games coming to the console. That is great, because notoriously Microsoft has struggled with quality Japanese-developed content, and they've clearly never been able to sell in Japan, which is a shame. But I think it's probably always.
Just to give you context, last week, Xbox One sold 59 consoles. Xbox One X sold 45 consoles. While the Wii is up in the thou, like they sold close to 50. I'm not Wii, sorry, my mistake. The Nintendo Switch 50,000. Then if you combine the PlayStation 4 and the 4, which they did, it's about 20. Which they did. It's about what was it again? Oh yeah, not looking at numbers. Yes, it was 30,000. Then of course the 2D XL was basically the same thing. 2D XL, and which is weird how mini crates keep that one as is, but then they have 3DS and everything else separated. But the PlayStation 4 is all those SKUs. It's weird. It's weird. But anyway, I digress. The next console that was the 2D XL, but also in the 30,000 range. So like was 39,000 for the PlayStation 4 family, and the 2D XL was 34,000. And again, you get down to the Xbox, even the Vita sell more than the Xbox. And that's just what it is. Just to give context.
Always going to be that way. So that was a nice thing to try to attempt. And then they did try to get another big exclusive, not counting Crackdown, which is its own mess of problems. The other big exclusive, Scalebound, which of course has completely gone away. It's dead. It's gone. They're never going to see that on the Xbox. That game is toast. And it was going to be pretty cool. I was excited. I know a lot of you guys were excited. You know, developed by a very prolific, well-known and well-loved Japanese studio, Platinum Games, and to have that awesome looking game coming exclusively to Xbox was a huge win for Microsoft, but that all went away. It fell apart behind the scenes. We don't really know the details. We probably never will, but the unfortunate part.
Nope, I do, and it's funny how Hideki Kamiya said it and nobody picks up on that too. Nah. And I agree with you. It would have been a cool exclusive. I've said it. You will go back to my videos and see it. I did say it's going to come to the PC because it's just by itself. It's not going to do whatever, but it was announced on the PC. In 2015, I went over to Japan. I've said millions of times, but I'll keep on saying it. Went to Platinum Games, played the game. The game was fun. I enjoyed playing it Scalebound. But what happened was, again, there were games. Microsoft gave Platinum a bunch of people to help produce the game to get the game running and doing what it's supposed to do. But because they were so frantic for the exclusives, they took basically the team back from Platinum, from Hideki and their team, and put them on Halo Wars 2 and play that game. And then when that came out and didn't light up the charts on fire, they put a team back, and then they gave them the demand, tell Hideki the demand of, you need to rush this game out for 2016 or 2017. And they were like, and Hideki was like, hell no. Which I would have been in the same boat as him. You took away my team, then you want me to rush this game? Let's just dissolve it. Let's just dissolve it. It made no sense to do it because you're not going to rush me to do something when I had a team in the first place. And that's what the problem was. He have said it very vocal about it. You know, at the beginning, he was trying to be nice, but then, you know, after a while, he just let it go. And I know that because I talked to the people inside of Platinum. And yeah, that's just what happened. So that was all of Microsoft messing that one up. But I'll but that's that story. So I'm gonna keep it going. That's something that he would not know, but again, I know. So I'm just letting you guys know for those who didn't know.
Part is we lost what looked like a pretty great game exclusively for the Xbox. So all that stuff is pretty much just catching us up. I mean, we all pretty much know the whole story of the Xbox One, but, you know, I kind of wanted to talk it through a little bit, share that stuff with you guys, and get us to where I think we now see the Xbox and why I think they actually might be doing with the Xbox One something that Nintendo did with the Wii U. That's the kind of topic that I...
Oh, and this is where we're going to get into this. And this is where I'm going to be stopping the video more than usually. I wanted to let the context flow out sooner because I don't want to take a word out of context or what he said out of context. That's not what I do. I like to make sure people hear what people are saying. So let's go with this now. Whew. Here's the crux of this whole video.
Was referencing in the beginning of the video that I discussed like probably a year and a half or 2 years ago. I kind of think we might be seeing Microsoft do that. And here's the thing. When I say that Microsoft might be doing with the Xbox One what Nintendo did with the Wii U, what do I mean? Well, and I'm going to say this as a staunch Wii U fan. To this day, I think it's a great console, and I still turn it on every once in a while.
I hate qualifiers when people do that, but anyway.
I know it sucks because the sales sucked, but the quality of the library... Yes. And I like the gamepad, the quality of the gamepad. That stuff to me makes it a great console when you don't factor in its commercial success.
Hey, it wasn't a financial failure.
What Nintendo did with that console is essentially, to paraphrase, they abandoned it. They basically moved on from it. I think
they abandoned it. Okay, let's see what you say. They abandoned it.
Much sooner than they really would have intended. When that thing launched in November 2012, I absolutely do not think that Nintendo planned to bring up the code name for their next console within a year and a half. In like mid-2014, a year and a half later, that's...
No, and that's what I was saying. But you know what? No, let me let him finish because that's wrong. But I'll let him finish.
When I think it was Iwata or maybe it was Miyamoto. One of them mentioned in a little blurb about Nintendo NX, and I mean that was like the code name heard around the world, right? I mean, what a crazy time that was when Nintendo was like, "Oh, we're doing this. We're thinking about licensing out for movies. We might do stuff with cell phone stuff. We're also making a Nintendo NX, and then we're gonna make other games for the Wii U. So buy the Wii U." And everyone was like, "Wait! Did you what NX?" What's the NX? What's the NX? Let's talk about and theorize. And let's get excited because the Wii U sucks. We all hate it. Give us that NX. And so I think that first.
That's you guys did that. Now let's be honest on this one. I'm gonna point out this. The NX rumor mill thought it was Iwata, and it was basically a investment reading for the 2014 year. Was it 2014 or 2015? That's when that happened. And he was just talking to the investors. And it's funny how IGN and all these guys, I've said it once, I've said it again. It's funny how these guys become, when things are a certain way, they go to the stock means and the IR pages to find what they need to find. But when to prove their point, but when their point's been proven wrong, like the financial, like the Wii was not a financial flop. Everybody always say that, but it was a commercial failure, but it was not a financial flop. It made money because of the games the game that Nintendo was making buku cash. Not as much as the Switch is doing now. I agree with that. Not as much as the Wii was doing now. I agree with that too. But more than the GameCube. But nobody wants to talk about that. That's why I don't like when people do that half-step crap. It's annoying. It really is. It really is annoying. So, you have that. A year and a half later, no. And as we say, that's where you get that. No, it was not. It was 2015 that announced that Iwata spoke about the NX and everybody got crazy. And it wasn't people going crazy. Oh, what's this NX? They were just talking about it. But because after 2015's E3, that's when it just spiraled out of freaking craziness. And everybody's going, that the E3 was a dismal thing, man. Nintendo, we need an NX, NX now, NX this, X your mother. It was basically, that's when it took off to the horses, basically, to the races. That's when it went crazy. And Rob, to be honest to you, to tell you, so that was 2 years later. Let me give you something as well, too. When the Wii, the game, whatever, the Revolution, it was announced. The code name was spoken to and basically became Ferber back in 2004, May 17th. The E3, when it was talking about stuff behind the door a little bit, but it was more than what this was, because this was an investment meeting. This was more than E3, the Revolution, which became the Wii. 2004, 2 years before the Wii. Let's go to the Wii U. The same place, it got announced with the whole stuff, whatever. E3 again, in a way. Project Cafe, 2011. But in investors meeting, this is why I said, I don't like when people play that kind of stupidness. In investors meeting in 10, they talked about Project Cafe. But nobody was hitting the IR pages then. Nobody was buzzing around like they did with the NX. So 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. What's the difference? What's the difference? It's just like when I see people like, oh wow, PlayStation's working on the next console. No shit. It takes a while to do R&D. Even though it's very freaking simple, mostly PlayStation and Xbox, all they do is basically what do you call it? They're basically just trying to get their yields ready and just bump up the graphics skill. I like what people, because remember, PlayStation up from PlayStation 1 up to Xbox One, to PlayStation 4 and X, it has not really, it's just been more, it's like a PC, more powerful devices, blah 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 blah. Now the Wii and the Wii U and all that stuff as that, but they've changed the controllers, changed the way you play the games. More R&D goes in for Nintendo consoles than PlayStation and Xbox One. No, sorry, Xbox One's Xbox X is, Xbox is R&D. That's a fact. But again, here's what it is in that regard. So had to correct you there because you're wrong. And also the whole thing about they cut it short. 6 months short? Let me see. 6 months short. Let's see, March. Let me see. April, May, June, July. April, May, June, July, August, September, November. Yeah, six months short. Nintendo's consoles always average around 5 years. So we went a little along with 6 years. But 5 years short, I can see you say a year and a half, 2 years. Oh, they're abandoning it. Nah, Nintendo rocked out the Wii U all the way to the best they can. And they did. And I'm going to prove with the next thing you're going to be saying. But let's continue the rest of the video.
Early announcement of the NX was Nintendo basically planting the seeds to move on from the Wii U really soon.
They didn't plant the seeds. People got into it and went. And again, 2015 was it spiraled.
They probably wanted the Wii U to last for 6 or 7 years.
No, because the average is 5, and they also saw that the staggle to the Wii was a detriment to them.
Similar success that the Wii did, and that the whole 7th generation, even the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 had great long life cycles. Obviously, Nintendo.
Really? You sure about that? Even though the Wii was less than them and still sold more than them with less powerful graphics and everything. Okay.
Would have loved to milk the Wii U era for as long as possible.
It kind of did, because Mario Kart still sold millions after the Wii was done. Again,
get more great games and great software, sell more units.
Then don't forget the Wii Mini.
At least 40 million units is a travesty, and it makes the thing tragically a humongous, colossal failure. And so Nintendo was like, we got to move away from this thing. And even though they had a couple of great games lined up to still release throughout the year of the console, and they sold those very, very well,
yeah,
still the library continually got more and more barren. We
That's
saw
a lie.
less and less effort and passion from Nintendo.
That's a lie again.
Focused on the Wii U. That was the thing. You watched their last couple of E3s before the big Zelda blowout.
Here we go.
Which at the time was also focused on the Wii U. It didn't seem like Nintendo really cared, you know? It was like they were, other than 2014, I will admit, 2014 was the...
And here we go with that stuff, which I don't like. That's the revisionist history that we're going to go with now. So let's see how he says this.
One E3 where they probably thought they could make a good Wii U push. But even the stuff, even from 2011 and 12 and 13 to promote the Wii U, those were not good. 14 was an A+ home run. 15 was also not good. 16 was good because they focused on one incredible game that became more of an NX title than a Wii U title. And so
I saw more than that, and if you go back, and I've said it before, Zelda was a Wii U game. It had less patches on the Wii U. Didn't have that much issues than the Wii U because the Switch port was a port, obviously. And the point of talking about, he does what I just said. 2015 is way spiraled. 2014, everybody's like, oh yeah, that's the shit, man. Nintendo was on top. 2011, they transitioned. They transitioned because they wanted to do what they can. 2012, I think Nintendo did a great job in 2012. The problem was, though, and they learned their lessons from the Wii U. That's not going to give them a point of. You know what they did? They learned from the lessons. Hey, come here. Fuck third party. And don't let them run your console. That's what they learned. And I'm happy they did. And again, I said it again when I came back. You go back to my video. When I came back from Japan and talking about Nintendo stuff. And that year, I didn't only went to Nintendo Japan, and I went to other studios. I even went to Nintendo America as well too. I never went to Nintendo Europe yet, but Nintendo America. So I went to 2 Nintendos in over less than a month. All right, but that's the way it is. 2015. Everybody got that as the bad year, and you saw I got 2 videos on the channel. One of them is saying that 2015 exposed gamers as the fake whatever. So let me get this again. Remember, 2015 PlayStation put out some games. Put out games. Here's the thing: majority of the games that Nintendo PlayStation put out and announced it came 2 years later, 3 years later in most cases. Xbox said that's when Phil Spencer initially pushed. We're gonna do exclusive games. How that worked out, and because everybody was angry because Nintendo showed off gameplay of the games that they're releasing for the rest of the year, and then because one game that came out, which was Star Fox, all the other games Nintendo showed came out. Not glitch written, not buggy written, quality games, great reviews. They told you what you wanted, which is here's a game, here's what it looks like. It's coming out September, November, and all that. Which is, to me, that's all I want to know as a consumer. Don't give me no damn eye candy that gonna be. It's like me going to a stripper club. Again, I never understand it. I never been to I don't like strip clubs because it's, to me, it's asinine and stupid. I'm gonna pay a female to get all sexual on me, and I can't do nothing about it. That's stupid, in my opinion. And men who fall for that is dumb, but that's what gamers are. Ooh, look at the eye candy. Yeah, look at the graphics or whatever. Oh, I can't wait to get this game. Horizon Zero Dawn, 2017. You got it 2 days. You got 2 years later. Yoshi Woolly World, that same year. Mario Maker, that same year. Xenoblade, that same year. Can we talk about that stuff right there? Nope. Just 12 minutes. So give me a second here because I'm not gonna think I'm gonna check the chat because I'm got it on full screen. When I'm on full screen, I can't see the chat that well. So I want to see what you guys been saying because that stuff is what kills me right there. So let me. Ooh, you guys are writing. Okay. Let's see. Now you guys are just being the thing. Okay, so let me see what you guys are writing up in here. When would the Wii U X come out? Melmint, you're crazy. I got my popcorn. Let's go right on. Agree with that. Coherent. Let's go. Fun stuff. I saw the Dreamcast guy say that he beat 2 games a week. I had to do a rock eye, the rock eyebrow. Man, it's so funny. I had to do the rock's eyebrow on that one. Really now. 2 games a week. Is he actually playing the games and enjoying them or for bragging rights? Good one, game idea guy. There you go. Microsoft failed to appeal to the mass market. I don't think they failed to appeal to the mass market. They have the branding. One of their number one thing that Microsoft Xbox division has is their branding, and it's very solid. So I'm not denying that. I just think it's like, here's the thing. I want to buy the thing, but you didn't give me the thing, which is you buy a gaming console to play games. Now freaking features, which I hate. You buy it to play games. I don't give a dang about no damn Netflix and all that other crap. Here's the games. That's the whole point. They took away the main reason one would buy a console. Thank you. The game idea say exclusives. Exactly. Microsoft was late to grab the Japanese audience. They never really had the Japanese audience, lazy one. Their game selling was crazy, to say. Nobody buys the games over there. More majority of people who buy Xbox in Japan is mostly expats, Marines, or Army men from dang, I forgot what the base is again. My mistake. And and some Japanese people do, but there's what it is. Also, Dead Rising 3 and Killer Instincts. Yeah, those Killer Instincts did well to Dead Rising 3. Didn't like the way that they did that stupid ending thing when you gotta pay for the ending. As Game Idea did a video about that. Too bad that the Xbox is a dual console and it always be a dual console the amount of shooters in sports games. Hey, that's what just like Nintendo made their fans to their games and make them to play different genres. That's what Xbox did. Same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation is mostly RPGs and now doing a little bit of the sports gaming and shooters now because they're at the top of the heap. And third parties are basically salivating to do that. But can't argue that too much about that. Let me see for Xbox One X. There are no chances that will do well. For Xbox One X, no. Then okay, let me show it this. For the Xbox One X, no. There are no chances that will do well. But they can't even move the base models or S models. They can move the S models, Game Idea guy. That's the one that moves the most. If you look at it, well, again, you don't do what I do. When I'm looking at the IR pages, the S model moves more than the 3 SKUs. Just like now the PlayStation Pro now is doing it's doing well in America and Europe, not in Japan. People are just buying a regular console or the slim version, so it's a skew a little bit. But yeah, let's see. If you can't get an Xbox One, if the Xbox One didn't have the Dialmatic effect, I say this to you, 8-Ball 1970. Again, Dialmatic told the truth, and I'm happy he told the truth. PlayStation people lied to you because I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. PlayStation was going to do the exact same thing as Xbox for that E3. But when they saw what happened to Xbox, they changed their views. Because remember, everybody, we don't want DRM. We don't want always online game. We don't want broken game, blah, 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 blah. What's been happening lately? Let's see. They're always online games. They're DRMs. They're all that stuff that they said they didn't want. They let it go. And PlayStation did it. And nobody said nothing about that. I bought an Xbox One for Scalebound, but dang, it got canceled. Hey, yeah, it sucks. It did sucks, Nightwolf. Dialmatic had no effect on the Eastern sales, but definitely screwed up the Western market potential. Yeah, but like I said, I'd rather he told the truth than lie to me. I'd rather be told the truth than lie to. I'm very pissed at Scalebound about Scalebound. Very. Hey, again, tell that to Phil Spencer and them. Get your LBC countdowns ready. Oh boy, put on the helmet. Oh God, Mailman, you're crazy. And for that one, of course, only Mailman, remember that Trip. They got your stuff, man. I want to scale about a comeback in some shape and form. It might. Microsoft owns the IP, so I don't think it'll be the game that we saw, but they own the IP. Can't see the LBC. I can see the LBC on deck. Shields are up. What is up with everybody now? Triple A, look what you got them doing now. The Xbox One is a PS3 of last generation as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it kind of is. Sorry about that, Night Wolf. Mr. Nintendo abandoned the Wii U. Let me fix my drink now. Oh God, everybody! I'm reading this because, like I said, we basically at the halfway mark. I'm just wanting to keep up because sometimes YouTube, the chats get erased when a lot of people start writing. So that's why I want to do that now and then go back into go full view, because when I go full view, I can't see the chat. Nintendo has always done stuff like that. They've always started up a development for the next platform when they release the current platform. And come on, Andre, you know, we know that, but for some reason, a lot of people don't, for some weird reason. When Nintendo always start a new console, when they finish up the last one, Trinity, you got to see that. They're literally already working on the next platform after the Switch. They are. They're getting this stuff together. That's the R&D figuring out what's going on. And except, okay, Melman, you're wrong for that. I know you're wrong for that saying that. So I even say that's wrong. That was an irrational gaming audience fault. That is true. Well, it didn't last as long as I'll get my beer. Oh, trust me. He's gonna say I will let the rest of the stuff go. Trust me, you'll hear. It surprised me that Rob would say that this. I know he knows how Nintendo runs the R&D process in consoles. Again, there are not a lot of people who can do stream of consciousness, which basically means that you don't have no papers in front of you or nothing, no script, and you could go straight off of your top of your mind. I could do that to a certain degree. I'm not going to say I'm the best. I can do that. But there are a lot of people who think they could do that, and they do they mess up. Dreamcast guy, of course, where he, of course, contradict himself in the video. That's why in that video, the video for anybody who's listening who never watched it, is the 3DS dying. In that video, I lost a brain cell. Oh, I felt it. Oh, there goes a brain cell. Oh, that hurt. Because he contradicted himself. I even used a part of the video to replay of him saying stupid stuff. He could have argued against himself. That's how stupid that video was. Same thing with Nintendo Prime. Because remember, at the end of that Nintendo Prime video, he's like, yeah, maybe this video is irrelevant. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. This video is all irrelevant. I don't know why were you talking in the first place. When you made this video, made no sense. People are flip-floppers. People perception is what was different. That is true. You're right about that. People perception is what is different. Okay, give me a second here. I'm trying to keep probably 6 at best, but at least 4.5, 6 months earlier than the average. Yeah, I don't got none against that. That's what I said in the video. I swear 2015 wasn't as bad. We got information on the games and release date. That's why I just explained. Nice analogy. That's why people are mad about Spider-Man now. Yeah, you're right, mailman. Let's see. Sometime later, these same individuals mourn that it took so long for these games to release. That's Triple M. I wonder why everybody seems to be forgetting how events played out when it literally documentation available for all the stuff. That's the part that kills me too. That's the call that killed me too. Here's one thing to think about. If Microsoft is abandoning the Xbox One, wouldn't that mean that Sony is abandoning the PlayStation 4? Isn't Sony planning to move on to the next generation platform too? Yes and no. To answer your question, Game Idea, again, Xbox Division is trying their best to hold on to what it is. So if you want to say, that's why I say yes. You're right in your analogy to do with the PlayStation 4 and everything else because they already got a new console coming out. Got you right. The people above the Xbox One, they don't want this. They want an Xbox One division gone, gonzo, out of here from 2013. They don't want Xbox division. It's not every Xbox console that came out sold for a loss. Every one of them. And the Xbox One, the 360 hurt them because of the Red Ring of Death. And the Xbox One Super hurt them because it's not selling. Put all that R&D into this most powerful console, and nobody wants a freaking console. Crickets. I wish you could do a cricket sound. Crickets. Just crickets. I'm seeing the helmets pass. Triple. See, hey, you're the one who started it. You should have had your own helmet. I'm seeing the helmets. Pass me one, too. Hey, here you go, Triple M. Tossing the helmet. Microsoft will turn skateball into a first-person shooter. Hey, they own the rights. They could do what they want with it. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Oh, dear God, no, please. I can't really see this happening. There goes a brain cell, RIP. Oh, God, you guys are horrible. I can't lose no brain cell. If you do any more ideas, shit, pass me. Triple M, you see when you started? Oh my God, you guys are bad. You guys are bad. Holy crap. But that's why I love you guys. You're crazies, but I love you. Because holy crap, you guys, we make our own memes, that's our own inside jokes, so we can keep it going. We don't need everybody else to take the mainstream to make our own fun and games. Holy crap. Game idea. I need to lose the whole pass with a helmet. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Here you go. Brains Oh Lord, you people are funny as hell, boy. You guys are funny. Oh my God. So this is going to announce the PlayStation 4.5 with 12K graphics. Now that's just being trolling. They already announced the PlayStation 4.5. That was the PlayStation 4 Pro. Wasn't the PlayStation 5 announced in development like 3 years or 4 years after the PlayStation launch? No, it was launched after 2 years and the PlayStation was announced. It was announced. I'm not gonna lie. It was announced. It was rumored, but then it just got swept up in the whole Neo and everything else. I knew I would get a good laugh out of you. You're right, Game Idea. That was. Thank you. I had a helmet like remember it cracked. Oh yeah, it did. I forgot. Nintendo Prime did crack. It's like, oh wait, my helmet. I forgot. You're right. He did crack your helmet. On top of that, great. Oh wow, PlayStation 5 is gonna get beat. Last of Us 2 remastered, God of War remastered. I want a PlayStation 5K. Okay, Doc. Triple, any rate, you're running out of helmets. Okay. So we good. I'm caught up with the chat. All right, let's get back in and finish the rest of the video. You guys are bad. Holy smoke. But Game Idea, you're right. Lazy One, Game Idea, Triple M, Metal Man. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious with that Fast Man helmet. Oh, hilarious, man. Okay, let's go. Put back on them shields. Put back on them helmets. Oh my God, you guys are bad. Oh, Lord, you guys are bad. Okay, let's go again.
So anyway, I'm making this such a Nintendo conversation, of course. The point is, we saw that
which is telling wrong news, but okay.
And the games started to go away, and they went more away, and they
so they go away and then more away. Okay, again, I'll prove it wrong.
Went more away, and we were like, "What's going on?" And that made us want the NX more and more and more. And so the law, the TLDR version, I'll say, is that Nintendo abandoned the Wii U. They focused all their efforts, they moved their efforts, all their R&D, all their big game development to their next console. And what happened is they had an amazing console with a fresh idea and a non-stop barrage of incredible, mostly first-party content. As the
they got learning from the Wii U. That's where that came from.
You thinned, and Nintendo gave less effort and money and manpower and passion towards the Wii U.
That's a lie again.
Behind the scenes was getting built up more and more and more and more and more. So that by the time they were ready to launch the thing, it was just open the floodgates. Here's a Zelda. Here's a Mario Kart. Here's an ARMS. Here's a Xenoblade. Here's a Mario Odyssey. Here's a whatever. I mean, it was just bang, 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 bang. And some of the best games they've ever made. And it helped sell the console. And now everyone loves it. And so in abandoning their...
Yeah, they love it because of popularity. They don't love there's a lot of people who, as we've seen, guys, who love it because it's popular. They ain't love it because of what it is. Again, games. That's the whole point. And again, Rob, I'm sorry. They didn't switch because of that. Everybody think, oh, the Nintendo's, they made this new development team and they switched to Kyoto build. Again, it was more because of practical reasons more than development. I've said it before. I was over there. The new Kyoto building, they was building that building because they wanted a bigger building to house in more people, so and also have a nice streamline for all the developers and second-party developers they have. Like again, just like they have intelligent system, they have a little office student inside of that Kyoto office, so people could talk when they're doing the games that they want to do. Same thing with Camelot. The same thing with excuse me, sorry about that. Same thing with HAL Games. They have those. That's why they did it. And I was in the office, and again, I was still remember when I am one of the few people. Not really. I ain't gonna say I'm not. There's a lot of people. Maybe many people even got in the building, but I'm the few people. Thank God, that trust that I could walk up in the building. Thank you for my friend Kenji for helping me out. Of course, I ain't gonna be stupid, but that I got up in there and saw things and saw some cool stuff and see how people enjoy it. And again, when I was over in Japan, they weren't talking about PlayStation 4 a lot, like people think they were over in the West. It was more Wii U and more Wii U, PlayStation 3, and Vita, and 3DS. Those are the four things they were talking about when I was over there. PlayStation 4, pasha. They didn't really care that much. Vita, yes. PlayStation 3, yes, because it was saturated market, and in the Japan market was still making games for the 3 more than the 4. That's what was happening. But again, let's go.
Dying, failing console, they moved their effort behind the scenes. They sacrificed a couple of really bad years for that current console.
They did not.
They let 2015 and 2016 be really bad as far as game output.
Really? Again, that's what I'm going to debunk later on. Because when I read this, you're going to be like, and again, you could simple Google search this too, which is sickening. As Game Idea said, that you could look this, but I digress. I don't want to break your helmets yet. If y'all break, because that was crazy right there when he said that. I was like, what? Nah, you kidding, right? You're joking, right? Nah, but serious. Let me try to finish this up because it's a video longer anyway.
But that's because they were moving everything to launch their next console with the best possible success and the best games ever. And it worked. It succeeded. The Switch is a hit. It's selling like crazy. Zelda was the greatest game. It sold so many. Zelda and Mario and Zelda.
It's funny. It's funny. You don't. People don't talk about a Wii U version. It's so close to. It's on its way to sell 5 million on the Wii U, which is pretty good. The Wii U went out with one of the best games of all time. It went out with an S on its chest as this dying console. It went with the game of the year, one of the highest rated games of the year, and one of the highest games that got a lot of nominees. Hell, Zelda Breath of the Wild still getting awards all to now. And it's still in Japan, which is crazy. It's still selling very well. And I get that it's doing good on the Switch. No ifs, ands about that. Nintendo moved the Zelda to that, and I would give a nod to I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna nod to PlayStation when he said that's what it should do, even though we could have saw it coming. But yeah, that's true. But they did a job putting it over there. But again, when I was in Japan, I said when I came back in that video, I said Nintendo had 7 years worth of game ready to come out. 7, 15, 16, 17. That's 18. That's 3 years. That's 4 more years still to go. So, excuse me. That's what I stated.
Zelda and Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart have sold like 10 million units or something each. It's absolutely insane in the first year and a half.
Yeah.
And so let's take that idea and the success of it and move it over to Microsoft. And clearly you guys can see where I'm going with this. I see
Not
Microsoft,
really.
Possibly, this is all just a theory and speculation.
Oh, it is.
But I feel good about it. I see Microsoft doing the same thing with their next Xbox, which means that's what they're doing with the Xbox One. I think they're essentially treating it like the Wii U. Because why, for 2 years in a row, have we not seen Microsoft, with the exception of Scalebound, which fell apart, we haven't seen them attempt one huge exclusive game announcement, you know, except for recently they talked about Halo and they talked about Gears, and I'm going to get into those games. But if we forget everything in this past E3, we've seen exclusive games dwindle, and that's exactly what happened with the Wii U. And
no, it didn't.
We do come to E3 this year, and that is when we do get that Halo game and that new Gears of War game and another Forza game, and that's exciting. Halo Infinite's coming, Gears of War 5 is coming, whatever the Forza or Forza Horizon, whatever it's going to be whatever. Those games are coming. And that's all great. The other big thing that happened at E3 this year is that Phil Spencer doubled down on the future of the Xbox. I myself and many other people thought that maybe at E3 this year, we would see the sign that Microsoft was waving the white flag and they were giving up and they were going to let the Xbox One maybe fade the next couple of years and then step away from the market. I really thought that was a huge possibility because of the Xbox One's downward trajectory. But instead, they shocked us and they were like, we bought 5 new studios. We made our own extra internal.
They bought 2 studios. 3 of them was already making exclusive for Xbox in the first place. I did it in my go back to my Xbox 360 E3 video. They were already making exclusive for Xbox only. So it's like Game Idea is basically working for me, be giving me all his ideas and I'm going to put it on my channel. And I just say, hey, Game Idea, you know what? Since you'll be putting up so much content on my channel, I'm just going to just buy you out. Nothing's going to change if everything came from him to my channel. Nothing's changed. It's going to be the same output. And people, you're 5. And then next, now again, 2 of them, Ninja Theory, that was a good bot. I am not going to deny that. And then the new studio that they kind of haphazardly thrown together, that's something new, that's something cool, but that was, y'all make a big buzz out of nothing for that one. That one's, nah. No, it ain't.
Studio, and the future of the Xbox is a real thing. We're making future Xbox consoles, and then Phil Spencer started talking about the Xbox
hit it word.
So we know that there are more Xbox consoles to come. And so what I see Microsoft doing is exactly.
See, the sad thing about it is you think consoles mean a console now, and then a gen after that, and then a gen after that. No, I take it as what they're doing right now: Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One X1. That's all the same family. That's what I take it as, because that's what they're shown to do. Because history, again, stop revising history now.
Nintendo did with the Wii U and the Switch, and the crazy success they had, that's what Microsoft is doing.
Nope.
They've been letting the Xbox One's library, in my theory here, they've been letting that library dwindle and kind of just thin itself out. Not a lot of games, not a lot of exclusive, not a lot of big parts.
Excuse me. I gotta dwindle. Yes. This ain't even dwindle. Okay. The exclusives for the Xbox One is far few between than what the Wii U was doing. But again, I'll debunk that, of course. Jeez.
partnerships, not a lot of first-party stuff coming from them. Crackdown is getting delayed. Finally is going to come out in the next couple months, so that's going to be great to just have that game finally released. But they've been letting the Xbox One thin, and then Phil Spencer talks about the next Xbox, and we made all these new studios and bought these studios. I think that they're getting ready to launch an absolute powerhouse with their next Xbox.
Like the Xbox One X?
I firmly believe they want to replicate Nintendo's success with the Switch with this next Xbox, which means all those studios...
Question, the only way they could do that is they have games, okay? That's the only way. You got to do no more graphics and nothing. It's going to be games. But they ain't going to do the numbers like I was saying. But let's go.
Talked about it and announced at E3. I guarantee you guys they are all making Xbox Scarlet games. None of those teams are making Xbox One games. They are making Scarlet games to come out in the first, I don't know, year or 18 months of the next Xbox's life. Halo Infinite, I am telling you guys, they are going to use Halo Infinite to be the Breath of the Wild for the Xbox Scarlet. It is going to
that's
be
a high claim.
First-party exclusive release that's essentially Microsoft's tentpole franchise, just like Zelda is one of Nintendo's tentpole franchises. Halo...
I hope so, but you have a guy who's been working on Zelda since 1996, and he has done very good with Zelda games, and he has the freedom to do the great games he have, unlike Xbox, and they make sure the quality test their games, unlike Xbox. Yeah, I don't see it, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Microsoft's tentpole franchise, and they can have the 6th Halo game, which they have confirmed it's essentially Halo Part 6. They can launch their next Xbox with the newest.
As long as they don't lie like they did with 5, talking about the whole story with the whole Master Chief gone rogue, and that was a lie. The whole trailers for that crap.
Iteration of a Halo. Think about that. That's only happened
and
one
microtransactions
time with the first Halo on the first Xbox, and that literally defined the first Xbox, and it kept the thing afloat its entire life until the 360 came out. And I'm telling you, Halo Infinite is meant to be an Xbox Scarlet launch title. I could also maybe see it doing like what Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild did, where it maybe is like a dual launch and it's cross-generational, Xbox One and Xbox
got against
Scarlet.
that. I'm with you.
Sure, they might do that. And maybe they even should do that.
They should do that. Yeah, I think you're right.
If they do or don't, I just like the idea that instead of forcing this amazing Halo game out at the end of the life of the Xbox One where no one really cares about it, why not instead just make it a launch for your next console? Doing that, making it a last-ditch release is kind of what was the nail in the coffin for Skyward Sword, because that's what Nintendo did with that Zelda game at the end of the Wii's life. And I love the game, but it kind of floundered because it was at the end of that console's life when no one cared. And Microsoft has an opportunity to do that same thing with Halo Infinite, but they're not gonna. They're gonna launch the next Xbox with that game. Now, Gears of War 5 is trickier because I think right now they have a date for 2019, so maybe that game is going to come out next year, but I could also see that being delayed. And I feel like 2020 could be a great time for Microsoft to launch the next Xbox, and maybe they delay Gears of War 5 by 1 year. And in 2020, if the next Xbox launches and they've got Halo Infinite and they've got Gears of War 5 launching the machine or covering the first like 6 to 18 months of that machine, it's going to be huge, you guys. It is going to be a huge push, not to mention whatever other games they're making with these other studios.
You just gave me 2 games.
And created behind the scenes.
You know, we're going to Forza.
All their marketing muscle, all their money, all their R&D and manpower into making Halo, Gears of War 5, and other new games launch the next Xbox. They're sacrificing the dwindling years of the Xbox One, and they're going to let it fade away, just like Nintendo did with the Wii U. Because in doing that, they're going to prop up the launch of their next console. I just see it happening, you guys. To me, all the signs are pointing to this, and that's really the crux of my theory. I think the next Xbox could come out and be a huge hit. So
I hope it is.
My crazy theory. I know there's a lot here to kind of dissect and kind of chew into and piece together, but it's a really interesting situation to me. I find it fascinating. I kind of want this to be true too. I think that's one of the reasons I think it's really great. Because as much as I love the Xbox One, I would rather Microsoft see the exact same success Nintendo did, let the one fade, let the Scarlet launch with a great lineup of games and become a huge success. And I want Microsoft to be strong and healthy again. I always want Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo strong, healthy, and successful. That is the most healthy thing in the entire industry.
I agree with him there.
Competition and the quality of games we get.
Yes.
And everyone's firing on all cylinders, and it's just
I agree with you 100%.
And so I don't like seeing Microsoft struggle, just like I didn't like seeing Nintendo struggle last generation.
No, they ain't struggle as much as people thought they did.
So I don't know, man. That's my crazy theory. Like I said, a lot to unpack, but I want to hear.
All right, and that's about the end of the video. Again, Rob, happy to get 10,000 subscribers.
What do you guys think?
Stop.
Do you agree?
No, I don't agree with everything you said. I agree with that. Yeah, I want the Nintendo. I want Xbox to be there. I don't want to be negative about that. I really do. Because I want the it stands up. I really do. But that said right there, though, let's talk about why I don't like when people revise history to prove their point. So yeah, so no entrepreneur was there. Let's see. Let me go through the roll. Good grief, you guys write so much stuff. Holy smoke. I'm gonna clear up again because I do not want I lose you guys chat. I just need me a tinfoil hat. Maybe I might block out some of the brain stains waves. You guys are bad. Remember the people who pre-ordered NX. Oh boy, you're right about that, Mailman. If they remove all their development to the Switch, then how the heck did Breath of the Wild came out on a Wii U? Again, there, guy. You think like the rest of us think? Wait, people did that, Mailman? Yes, they did that, lazy one. They did. They did pre-order NX before even the NX didn't know what the hell an NX was, and that was just the rumors because after the PlayStation after 2015 was, in their opinion, wrong. Stupid. More would get rich off these YouTubers lying. You're exactly about that, right? Yes, lazy people were pre-ordering the idea, and yep, popularity equals credibility, which is sad. Well, that goes to safety of my helmet. Still got my sheet ready to go on now. I'm still more credible than a lot of people, but I get no recognition for the fact that my series predict games that have come out more on Switch, made to well before even the announce. And so have I too, Game Idea Guy. But I give you the credit because you go with the crazy games and stuff like that. I say some games, but I mostly go with the prediction of how things are going to be business-wise, whatever, because I come from the business realm of that. NVIDIA Shield Scouter, of course you would think. Wait, what? Did Rob just said? Oh, no. Mine cracked a little after what he just said. Head bump. Oh my God, just got a new helmet and now it's cracking thanks to Rob. Super Mario 3D World sold 5 mil. Wii U version of Breath of the Wild is the best way to play, in my opinion. I'll say this, I wish they did not take away the Wii U gamepad features. That's one thing I will blame on Nintendo. They did. I played it with the gamepad features, it was good. I wish they didn't take it out of there, but it did because it was the Switch and I wish they did not. I liked playing it how they're playing it. Rob came with a bag of lies. Christmas is not even here yet for the audience. Oh, you people. Y'all wrong. Wow. Good one, Night Wolf. And Rob's on roll. 8-ball. Mailman. YouTuber memory span. Because exclusives come with multiplats. Oh, that's true. Can't believe what I just heard. Same as the Wii U. Wait, the Wii U had more releases in the 2 years than more than anyone. That is true, and I'm gonna go through that list right there. Mailman, that was wrong. I guess I had no effect. I have not affected by the mailman. I mean, Microsoft is focused on PC. That's true. Look up the Crash Bandicoot Hitboxes video. YouTubers have a goldfish memory span, I swear. Oh, let me help you with that. Microsoft did something which was the truth. It's not for gaming. It was mostly Microsoft, the bigger company. They did a study asking MIT and Yale or Howard, one of those bigger universities, to do a memory test on people, average people. This ain't gamers. They say that the average American, this is American, the average American has a it's 4 seconds. Have a memory span, attention span less than a goldfish. A goldfish is 7. Oh, excuse me. They did that study and found that out. So you're not wrong with that. More like Dorothy Explorer, you're lazy. No, you didn't. That's wrong. To be honest, Xbox One has the worst position in Wii U. 17 doesn't include a blockbuster party unless it's Forza's count. Damn Sprite. Let's see. Was a certain amount of previous. Has what I just stated happened to a certain amount of previous gen consoles? Some, but not all. And I mean, yes, right, yes, and AA. So the Wii U had no games like for 2 years. When did this happen? I swear Splatoon was a late in the life game to Wii U. Not really. It was in the midlife on game idea, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you. Let's do it, and you guys can go and check this. Simple Google search. Check this. Rob talking about why Microsoft is treating Xbox One as a Wii U. No, it ain't. Crackdown 3 may be canceled if there's no significant gameplay, and it will flop had barely. And I think that would happen. Games matter, not power. It seems Rob has forgotten that. Why is it 20? Yeah, that's why I say he's portraying the reason. Like that's why I say like people like Game Idea or me, like or Doc or people who have like it's because we stay to what we years that we're not flipping, flopping, or whatever. You can see what's going on with with Tangerine Juices, Sprite used to like to call them, and everybody else. How they doing? If we do the flip flopping, we might get bigger people. But I can't do that, and I know Game Idea can't do that. I can't betray myself just to get views. I'm not even making money off of this, so I'm not gonna do it. So don't care. I don't care. That's some audio. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh shit. Can't believe Rob just said what I claimed. Mailman, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Halo Infinite may not come out until 3 years as they have a new engine for that game isn't done yet. I've not looked into it too much, Dragon Soul, but you can be 100% correct. I'm not even gonna say I have looked in it. Inside joke is right, Sprite bastard. Is Halo the Zelda killer now? Halo will never be a Zelda killer, not at all. We know that. Halo Infinite Battle Royale. Oh boy, I never thought about that, man. Mint, you're right. They might force that stupid battle royale bullshit. Damn it. I know, but clearly he said Halo. See. If the Xbox One console brand is okay, why are there games coming out to PC? No, because that's what it's something you would not know really that much, Dragon Sword, but in 2013, they were seeing how it's not doing well for them, and also that the Xbox One was going to be sold for a loss. The people above the Xbox One division, people in Microsoft itself, they said, we have a PC, we have a platform. Why don't we just do something comparable to Steam? That's why they wanted to do that, because it's not making money for the Xbox division. I mean, for Microsoft. Sorry, for Microsoft. It's not the signs pointing that is what people want. Hold up. Is this? He typed just what I said. Gamers like Rob have short-term memory. Tell me about that. See, okay, firing all cylinders when it comes to games. Revise to make their point. Sounds like a group of people we know. Yeah, it's not only people, dude. It's people in general. Ain't gamers or nothing. I almost lost my brain cells. Yep. My shield got damaged. Yo, I love it, Doc. Good one. I gotta give it up to the Doc to feel good. Got everybody. That's a symbol now. When we're doing an LBC on mic check. When you see that, you put that up. The game. Doc has the brace cell. He got the helmet on. That's the helmet right there. The green plus on the head. Microsoft is struggling as a company. The Xbox always been struggling. To my knowledge, you're right, Kurt. You're correct on that, Night Wolf. Check your Hangout. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm doing this by myself, Doc. Notice I will set out and if I don't want to do this right now, but I will have after chat after this. But anyway, see, 2 years of NXBS gone agony. Oh, yep, that is true. Rob made a few good points here and there throughout the video, but then most of it was saying dude was caught slipping. No. He made some good point. I'm not call it out, like I said, and some of the stuff I wish I am wrong, and I hope that he's correct. But the ending point, I agree with him 100%. Like I just said, I want Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to do well because that means more games for us. I always gonna be pro games, pro more games as always, so we can have stuff. I don't care from all that third parties and indies and everything because I want a healthy industry, but the industry is not healthy. Don't let the people lie to you because it's not. Because most of the sales, we're not selling more physical sales, not physical sales. We're not selling main SKUs. Most of these SKUs are Spider-Man, Caesar Pass, DLC, all that stuff. Those are inflating the physical. That's why Ubisoft and EA want to do this whole game service, this live game services crap. And Microsoft is going that way too. So, yeah. Dang it. Go for 7-second American 4 gamers. Really? Oh, the order of fish, not the Explorer. You're wrong, Double A. Narrative over facts, that's right. Even Breath of the Wild save files have ran out of shields. So I know it. To attempt a game similar to Cyberpunk 27, hardware demanding, maybe graphics wise, have it already. I mean, they had an idea to do a Zelda in a futuristic thing, and I don't know if they're gonna still do it. It was pretty cool. I like the concept what I saw, but we'll see if that happened. But we'll see. It's up to Nintendo to see what they're gonna do with it. So I think came out 2015. Yeah, I'll take care of that. What the heck are you talking about? Why are you harassing me, Doc? Huh? Why are you harassing me? Oh, I got you. I took the hangout. Those gonna be his own. Those gonna be his own things, Doc. I'm trying to stay focused on this thing and just wrap this up. My brain cells are saved because my helmet was covered, and therefore I had extra protection. The new LBC intro. Okay, I just the article about the teacher span of average American. Holy crap! Exactly. I got my own. I'll stick with my own LVC intro if I have to, but I'll look at it, Doc, when I got a chance. Okay, so I got a couple of things. So let's get this over with and done with. All right, Rob, and anybody else. Nintendo diminished. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I did a video a while back that was saying that. And most of you guys remember when I said, hey, if y'all want to prove me wrong, tell me what publisher did this much games. Tell me what developers did this much games. Nobody answered the question because they couldn't prove me wrong. They couldn't. So, with that said, let's talk about the true numbers. As you want to say how it goes. Oh Lord, really get my idea? You want to do the easy way, the harder way? Oh Lord. Maybe LBC outro. Maybe so. We'll see. Anyway, let's do it. Let's do this. Okay. Let's look at this now. This is Wii U games that was produced by Nintendo. Okay, and I want to even prove what Rob says, and also Rob in that regard. I don't think. I want Xbox to do this, but it ain't gonna do what the Switch did. Let's be honest with that. So I'll prove that part down too. So let's go. In 2014, we had Mario Kart 8, we had Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, we had Bayonetta, we got Highway Warriors, we had Captain Treasure Toad, we had NEX Remix, we had Smash. 7 games from Nintendo. What developers done that? What publishers has done that? And I'm not talking about no damn you call it mobile games either. Because if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do the Mario Run and the of course in the other later years. I'm not gonna do that. Those are his own setup, but I'm going about the games that you could buy with a console, whatever. In that same year, they published, and with other games that they published 9 games. Nintendo also published games for other people, 9 games. That does not include the 3DS, which had a plethora of games that year too. But again, I digress. So 2014, 7 games. Keep that in your head. 2015, the year that they say, "Oh, Nintendo went downhill for the Wii U." Splatoon, Xenoblade, Super Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Party 10, Kirby Rainbow's Curse, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, Fatal Frame, The Black Maiden. That's 9 games, people, that Nintendo put out. Again, not including the 3DS for the Wii. 9 games. And they published 10 games that year for the Wii U. Because you can't forget Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Star, that was on the 3DS and the Wii U. Devil's Third, good or bad, they published that game. That's on the Wii U. That was on the Wii U. And also they had the most exclusives that year because you still have Fast Racing Neo, Lost Reeds, Radio Sky Soldier, and a lot of indie games that was exclusive for that year and then became multiplex and stuff like that. So I won't count the indies in that regard. Devil's Third was 2015. It came out at the tail end. We don't talk about the 3DS anymore. In his day, you sir, how dare you, sir? Whatever, Sprite. Nintendo jumped off the cliff, I guess, because those games didn't exist. I know, right? I know, right? Was it 2016 or 2016? Fatal Frame come out? No, it came out in Fatal Frame came out in 2015. The made game. Talking about, and then they got games. I'm going out for. We are in North America. I'm going more North America than Japan. I'm not even gonna, because you go and put in Dragon's Quest, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's just stay with 2015, people. Let's just stay with 2015. Fatal Frame Maiden came out in 2015. It was announced 2014, came out in 2015. So that's when it came out to Okay, so you have those. So again, 7 games in 2014, the one that everybody was hyped about. 9 games in 2015. Let's go to 2016. Let's go 2016 now. Remember, they're diminishing. 2016, and Nintendo would fall off. Okay. Pokken, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Paper Mario Color Splash, Star Fox Zero, Star Fox God, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Again, not counting the 3DS games, which you could put in there with of course with Kirby and all that stuff, but we go with it. And again, Mario Mini and Friends. All right. 6 games. You want to? It's 7 games, but if you want to roll Star Fox God into it, let's go at 6 games. 6 games. 6 games, and they published 8 games for the Wii U. Again, not counting the 3DS. So let me see. 7/9, 2014, the year that the Wii U was shooting on all cylinders. 2014 was the bomb, diggity bomb. The Nintendo that has no games. Why are you lying? You're wrong, man. You're wrong. Canvas Curse, Kirby and the Canvas Curse was 2015 to 2023. Was February. Anyway, 2014, the biggity dog with Nintendo was on all fire. The E3 was the fire, son. It was hot mess. It was hot. It was the hotness. 7 games, 9 published. Wii U only. I'm just going to Wii U only. 2015. 9 games, 10 published. That's 2015 when the Wii, when people got bitchy and irritable. Oh, because 2015 was horrible, which Nintendo did what they're supposed to do. Give you the games, show you gameplay, and show you what it's all about. While PlayStation Xbox gave you the, you know what were their games that they were pushing that came out that year? Call of Duty. And EA games. Nothing from them per se. And that's clearly that the games that they announced, they came out in 2006. They came out late 2016 or 2017. Oh, this is looking great. And it came out. Some games got canceled, as we know. Well, Rob has said in his video that he only have bought 10 games for the Wii U. I remember the video. I don't remember the name of the video, but I remember he said, I was like, you bought only 10 games for the Wii U? I got 60, homie. But, dang. I'm not going to tell nobody how to spend their money. And if you bought that, it is what it is. 2016, when it's supposed to die down. 6 games, 8 published. Xbox ain't had that much exclusive nor published games. Neither PlayStation. And that's the year that Nintendo, the Wii U was slowing down. And then you go to 2017, Nintendo released one game published, one game, which was Zelda, and it was one of the best-selling games. It was one of the game of the year, not best-selling game. It was the game of the year game. Nintendo closed their doors with the best-selling game on their old console and the best-selling game on the new console. Until Mario, of course, Mario came up, you know, Mario Odyssey. Nintendo, impossible. Yeah, you're wrong. Y'all are so wrong with this stuff. So there you go. All those games right there. Maybe I'll give support eventually. If you're right about that, Dragon Soul 50 and start US or whatever, but impossible or whatever. 2014 when they won EU and 2015 when the last EU, incredibly irrelevant, yet more divisive than God. You're right. Excuse me. Smash. I mean, we go to the list right here. Zelda Breath of the Wild, Smash, and this will be you again. Zelda Breath of the Wild, I own. Smash, I own. Mario Kart 8, I own. I don't own these Donkey Kong Freeze, but I own Bayonetta 1, Hyrule Warriors, Captain Toad, NES Remix Pack, Splatoon, Xenoblade, Super Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World. I don't have Mario Party 10, but I have Kirby's Rainbow Curve, Devil's Third. I don't have Fatal Frame, no what do you call it? Smash. What do you call it? Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I do have Fast Facing Neo. I do have Rodeo Sky Soldier, which was exclusive whatever to the Nintendo. I do have Lost Reefs. I do have Pokken. I do have Tokyo Mario System. I do Paper Mario. I do have Star Fox God, Zelda. That was a gift. All these games I'm listening, I mostly got. I went beyond what he went. I have some physical and some digital review. Yeah, you can get what you want to get. I have a lot physical, but I got good digital as well too. Games. 6 games on there more than a 32X. You're wrong. Nintendo is irrelevant, but people still like to think about the compared to Microsoft, Sony. Well, here's the thing. This is why I'm going to say I'm going to break that bubble that Rob said. Oh, it's going to the Xbox One could still to do this. I do not see the Xbox One putting out any exclusives like Nintendo in 2017. Let's get that straight. No, they're not. So I'm sorry, Rob. I'm going to put out the Halo game, like you just said. I'm cool with that idea. The Gears game, okay. Forza, all right. After that, what? And if they do put out new IPs, that's cool. We always see Sea of Thieves ain't doing the greatest. We ain't see that. Because here we go, Rob. Zelda Breath of the Wild. 1-2 switch. Slipper clips. Mario Kart Deluxe. I don't care port or not. They're gonna do the same thing too. So I'm gonna count all these games because I'm thinking Mario Kart Deluxe, Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Rabbids, second party but still exclusive. Let's see if they go with that. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Fire Emblem Warriors, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade 2, Pokken DX. I just list off 11 games. Microsoft ain't doing that in 1 year. They're not. They are not. And nevertheless, going with Zelda, new game, Snipper Clips, new game, ARMS, Splatoon 2, Fire Emblem Warriors, Xenoblade, Mario Odyssey. 7 games that are new IPs. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Nevertheless, do what Nintendo's doing now in 2018 with Terminator Juice and the other guys are saying negative stuff, which is crazy. Bayonetta, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Nintendo Labo, which are basically 2 SKUs. So I got to get Nintendo Labo Robot, Nintendo Labo Robot, Nintendo Labo Variety Kit. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Kirby Alliance, Mario Tennis Aces. 8 games. 8 games. 5 of them being new IPs. Microsoft ain't doing that. Hell, Sony ain't done that. Let's be honest. Yeah, smart ass Triple M sports don't count. I don't play that game with that stupidity. But again, I just said 7 IPs. They still, if they import, it's not my fault. You don't like what you like. Or it will go to PC. I don't think it will go to PlayStation 4. It will go to PC though. It will go to PC, lazy one. The new Battletoads will go to PC. I would think they would, depending on what it is. But again, Microsoft ain't doing that. So allow me to that bubble, but I look at reality. Don't want it to be strong, yes, and I hope that they don't do the whole game streaming stuff because we're nowhere close to that cloud crap. We still ain't. I hope they don't do it. Order my Nintendo Lab kit coming next Friday. Montana just dropped, which I assume Nintendo had to localize for Capcom. I don't know the story about that, so I'm not gonna answer that one, Melanie. It could be, and it could be, and it couldn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to say, because I don't know. Unlike other people, I would gladly say I don't know when I don't know, because I don't want to use ignorance as defense. I want ignorance as the truth. I do not know, but Microsoft ain't gonna do that. So I'm sorry. And again, if they're gonna do that whole Scarlet, the rumors going on with the Scarlet to make that thing is where I think it is. Oh my God, it's gonna be bad. They're gonna hurt. I have high speed internet, and ain't no way I could get that going the way I want it. Microsoft streaming device could happen in 2 years. Yes, but you can't do demanding games like a Call of Duty or Gears of War or even Halo to be playing that in 2 years just by streaming. Look to what Nintendo do. Look what his Switch is doing. Go to Japan, type in and find out what Capcom, what the Capcom game Resident Evil 7 is doing in the Switch in Japan. A lot of people ain't buying it because it's running at a horrible rate. And Japan has the curse, but literally they have fast the fuck internet. When I was in 2015, they were up to 1 gig, basically close. No, it was 1.5 gig up, and maybe 1 gig, 1.5 gig down, and 1 gig up in the hotel I was in. And that's a hotel, so shit. No, wrong. I'll be lying. No. That was at the office I have in Japan, because the way it's set up. At a hotel, it was 700 and 500. My mistake. I want to be honest with you guys. But still, that's way faster than what we have here. We have 1 gig. We have a fiber, which is 1 gig, but it is so minuscule, It's so hard. Hell, they can't even do it in New York. Shit, fucking hell, New York just kicked out Spectrum because of their stupid bullshit. And they can't run it because New York is built over old pipes and all that crap. That's why it's harder for New York to even get some of the signal. They gotta send some of the signal by station setups in New York. That game is running shittily. If they can't do it with that fast of an internet, and the Switch does download games at a download engine is at a good download games at a good clip. That game ain't running. And of course, they downgraded some of the graphical engines, and it still ain't running. So, that's the point. I'm just saying, it's not there. And I'm not snapping at you, Dragon Ghost 15. It's not there yet. We're not there. We are not there. It's not there. I'm sorry. We're not there yet. And then the way they want to do it is to split it. It still ain't gonna work the way they want to do. But I could be proven wrong. I do refresh the video call refresher series. If I'm wrong, I will gladly say, hey, I was wrong. It's running very, very well. All the games are running perfectly, which we know that. I don't even if you think they're gonna if we getting broken games still now, you think you're gonna get that? Don't worry. That's this crazy part. Anyway, the last thing I'm gonna say is this. For anybody out there, and most of you guys, I know you didn't do this, which is good. Star City, the people who do Star Citizen, I feel for the people who give this company hundreds of millions of dollars. As they say now, they're not gonna give you refunds. That's effed up. That's messed up. But it proves again, make sure you know who you're investing in. Just because you see a game and like, oh shit, yeah. Like I said, Shooter Range 4 coming out. If I go crowdfunding, I'm gonna tell you and anybody else out there, I would not crowdfund it. I'll wait till the game come out. You all want to go do it? Go ahead. I wouldn't crowdfund it. I want to see the game. I want to see a lot of proven stuff before I even sniff to give anything towards a crowdfunding. Some people could do it. Yacht Club Games did a great job. Way Forward did a great job. There's some studios that came up with the promises. That is true. Broken streaming on. Here's the thing. Think about it. You have broken streaming on broken games. That's gonna be great. I need to put the games on play. Put the games on PlayStation for Xbox. You're wrong. You're wrong. Game idea. Oh, it would suck. It would suck. Broken games on a broken internet. You ain't gonna happen. And then you're gonna try to stream and all. Oh my god, it will kill the bandwidth. But again, people don't honestly see those things. But I'm not, like I said, Star Citizen got millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're telling their people they're gonna give them a refund. I ain't crowdfunding jack squat for nobody. It's no funny. You gotta prove to me first that you're doing a good job, and you don't do shitty PR things. Then I will give you money. I would think the only game I crowdfunded really is Freedom Planet. Now I didn't get a lot of money either, but I'm happy the game came out and I give it them. When I give money to Yacht Club Games, they want to do because they did Shantae, they did a great job with Shantae. Hell yeah, I would do that because Shantae was a great game. Yacht Club, I mean not Yacht Club Games, Way Forward. I apologize, Way Forward. Then Yacht Club Games, the same thing too. If Yacht Club Games don't. There's certain people, but there's just like I will pre-order a game for Nintendo because I know Nintendo's gonna give me that quality, that super quality. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I will do that. So let's not get into the issues of that right there. All right. I just feel bad that people put in a lot of money and it just sucks. It really does. I feel bad for those guys. Well, we will see what happened at the end of the rest of the year. Again, working on a Blade Strangers review. Don't worry about that. I'll put it up. Blade Stranger. You're right, man. I mean, those are I trust right now. Blade Strangers. I'm working on a review. Don't worry. It's not gonna be a lot of stuff. It's just the audio I'm trying to get. I made a couple of mistakes while doing the audio, so I want to re-record the audio all over again just to make sure it sounds more coherent than what I had because I messed up a little bit. So we'll do that review. Working on that review. Also working on another video. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I might, but we'll see how I feel doing this video. But I'll do it. I want to talk about. I might be lazy, but it's gonna be another behind the games thing. It's gonna be another behind the games game. So I'm gonna do that, and another Let's Go game as well too. Are people still crowdfunding Shishumi 3? Yes, they are. I'm still waiting for that response on my videos. Well, to be honest, I'll ask you answer the question, Game Idea Guy. You cleared up that problem with the second video you did with Shooter Range, so I don't have to respond. You answered basically that one made more sense to me. So I'm not gonna respond to it, sir. Sorry, but you cleared up the video yourself. Blade Strangers coming tomorrow for me. Hey, Anderson, that's cool. Did you see Blade Strangers review claiming Shovel Knight's down thrust is too hard to pull off? You gotta jump over him to get it pulled. I mean, I've played the game. I'll tell you right now, I've played the game. I've beaten the game with I think 5 or 6 characters now. The highest combo I've gotten in that game now with an alpha is 57 now. So hey, LOL. So I killed the need. Yeah, you did. You really did. And I was gonna go. It was gonna be no mic check or LBC on you, dude. I was just gonna be. If you want to do it, it's gonna be like a let's game. Let's talk about games. We'll be talking about. We'll be talking about this game and talking about stuff. That's what it would have been. But wait and do. And it's still crowdfunding the game. Yeah, they did, and that's what else they're trying to do. Selling the 1-2. The HD version of the game, which they should have. Game Idea said this, and I agree with him. It should have been a remake, not that, because it's not gonna, and it's right now it's not selling very well. It's not. It's for nostalgic reasons, and not a lot of nostalgic game was really gonna buy it like that per se. I could see the game sell 1 million to 2 as much, but is it worth it? Not really, and I won't be surprised if it sells less because a lot of the new gamers ain't gonna buy that because it's so static. In 2000, back on the Dreamcast, it was something great, but after that, whatever. There will be a behind the game segment like I'm doing a video for that. I want to talk about something that I did a video about before. I'm contemplating thinking, should I let the person do it because I'm taking a video from someplace else, but just all I'm doing is adding certain things to it, or just rewrite the whole thing with my voice. I am contemplating that right now, so I'll let this up when it comes out. You'll see for sure. Some people just got FTM syndrome, foot and mouth syndrome. HD via port rather than Yakuza 0 thing. Like I said, yeah. Again, I played the game. I got it on Dreamcast, and I played the other one on Xbox at a friend house. But Dreamcast, I played that game, and back then, when that game came out, that game was really something new, and they did the whole QTE thing, and I was cool with it and everything. But sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it selling that well. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because I want games all to sell well. But I think this should have. Andre was right. The Game Idea had the right idea. It should have been a third. It should have been a remake. Should have remake the whole game. Oh, we've reviewed some of it. It's too statically. The controls are just not. With 2 days after we see the evolution, It's just not there. It really isn't. It's going to be the ET. I don't think it will be the new ET. I don't think it will be the new ET. No, it ain't. You want 2 Evolution there. Yep. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you for joining me on this long video. We got up to about 38 people watching. That was pretty cool. And all you guys who came into the chat, man, it's awesome. And seriously, I feel like Star Citizen is vaporware with microtransactions. The most vicious kind, seen over 10K for something. What the heck? Well, it's they say they're not getting refunds. And the game just ain't gonna live up to what they think they're gonna live up. Hell, they got a video where the guy tried to play the game and it still was broken. And I love what it did because the camera was on this side and the guy is telegraphing, oh, you could do this or whatever. And then when you see the other camera on the other side, the game wasn't moving, but he was moving the joysticks, making it feel like he's doing something. That's fucked up. That is so disingenuous. That is so disingenuous. All that money and you still ain't got the game working great. Damn. Damn. Anyway, with that said, I want to thank everybody for joining, even people who I haven't seen in the channel a long time. I hope you guys been doing great. 8 Ball, of course. Thank you for joining in. Of course, Night Wolf. I hope you as well too. Thank you for joining in. I'm just giving out to the shout outs to the guys who I ain't seen in a long time. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're out with your families and everything else. Of course, the usual cast. You guys, thank you for coming in and putting your comment. You put a lot of holy crap. Like I said, that thing is good. And to get them close to 40 people watching live is awesome. Thank you. I like having my small channel. I really do because it's more and also because we have our own inside jokes, which I love with the whole helmet thing. That's the new thing now. And Triple M started that. So hey, that's what you got, man. So with that said, I'm gonna get something to drink because my throat is at parched at best. But for those out there who want to join in, I am gonna right now. I'm gonna. Ain't it? But as soon as this broadcast is finished, I am gonna put in the link to so you could join the off air chat and talk. I could talk for a little while, and we talk about what we just talked about. Anybody else who has hang on their phone and they want to join in, let me know, and I'm looking at the chat. Let me know, and I'll add you to the thing. You just click on the hangout, and you could join and talk to us if you want to. So with that said, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm sorry that I had to do a video about Rob through review. I wish I could have a one-on-one with him. I asked many times, but he never responded. So can't do what else but except to respond to what he's saying in that video. I didn't, like I said, there's so many things that people try to revise history to prove their point, and you're wrong. And I wish you wasn't. For a dying console, it did so damn well, and for a dying console with an S in its chest, it's just weird. But people follow those trends too much, and I don't like that. So, again, for anybody, I have no problem having you guys join in, have some fun with us, or we do it off air chat. And with that said, let me see, off air chat, we could put it in. But thank you guys for jumping in. Let's see. It's sad. You're welcome. You guys could go and check out my Pitch for Switch series, shameless promotion. Hey, I got against that. Some of your shameless promotion, but you were right when you said it earlier that those games did. You're right. Those games did came out. You predicted some of the stuff, and you came out with that. Watch the link before I go. Again, whatever. Keep up the good work as always. I enjoy this. Thank you, 8 Ball 1970. I hope you're doing good and you playing the games. Unlike Terminator Juice and the rest of the stuff, Nintendo's put out some games. They're not gonna play everything that it puts out. We know that. But then I got a wish list on my Amazon for games that I still ain't picked up that I want to pick up. Again, Blade Strangers is one of those games I just picked up and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. You don't have to depend on one company to give you every game. I'm talking about like for publishing a game, not the consoles. If PlayStation had that hell, not even PlayStation, because again, I bought a Vita, a dying handheld, and I'm enjoying games on that too. Just give us the games. That's all I care about. Man, everyone would stop bitching about the online yesterday. Sure, that ain't gonna stop. They're gonna bitch about it then. They're gonna bitch about it at the end of the month. It comes at the end of the month, so it made no difference anyway. No problem. Glad I could join. I'm joining in. All right, no problem. Like I said, yep, I'm gonna put a link again. If anybody wants to jump in, I have no problem introducing new people to the chat. If you want. Still wish I had my library. I'm still have a wish list on my Wii U and Switch as well. Hey, same thing here too. I've not beat all the games on my Wii U. Hell, I ain't beat like 4 or 5 games on my Wii. Shit. But hey, it is what it is. So, all right, like I said, I'm gonna set up the link. You guys could join in. But give me a second after I close the broadcast. I'm gonna get some of the drink. I might throw this porch from talking that much. Anyway, guys. Thank you for joining me and seeing what I got today. The thing about it, it's so easy to just Google search some of these things. Some of it's not, a little bit of it is not, but most of it is. And again, Rob, I'm sorry, when Microsoft themselves said the only reason the Xbox division is of 36% over 2016 is because of third parties, not Xbox One, not Microsoft exclusive games. That's them saying it themselves to the investors, because they can't bullshit the investors like that. So I want Xbox to be what it is, but if they continue the way it is, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm not gonna lie. I came close to buying a 360 because of Tales of Vesperia, one of the games I love playing and I played and I enjoyed. And I play games, I play Microsoft games just on my friend's house. I just never bought a console. But if Microsoft is doing these decisions, I'm not going to be buying a console. I want the games. That's all I care about. I don't give a damn about the features, like I said before. Again, that's another behind the, not behind the scenes. What would I call that? Let's talk games. No, I think that would be a WTF. I ain't did that in a long time. There's 2 series that I've abandoned, which is the WTF and the broken down games breakdown. I'm gonna do that later on, but we'll see. Other than that. You know the deal, guys. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles, even PC. Y'all have yourself a very good night. Peace out.